What's up, college football fans? The second CFP rankings just dropped, and let me tell you, things are getting spicy with less than a month until Selection Day. Ohio State's still holding that #1 spot, but the real drama? It's happening further down the bracket. Let's break it all down. The Buckeyes remain undefeated at 8-0, and honestly, they're looking unstoppable right now. With wins over Texas and Illinois already in the bag, they're cruising toward that Michigan showdown in their regular season finale. But here's what caught my attention. Indiana at number 2. The Hoosiers are 10-0 after squeaking past Penn State 27-24 and their last 2 games against teams with a combined 5-14 record. They're basically getting a free pass to the Big Ten championship. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The SEC is making a serious push for 5 playoff spots. Yeah, you heard that right. 5 teams from one conference. Alabama, Georgia, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. They're all positioned to make it in if things go their way. And here's where it gets interesting. If Oklahoma beats Alabama this weekend and Texas upends Georgia, we could see 7 SEC teams finish with 10 wins. That's insane depth. Georgia's sitting at number 5, and even though they're not guaranteed a top 4 seed, they've got a path. If they win out and Alabama stumbles in the SEC championship, the committee might actually flip them despite Alabama's head-to-head win earlier this season. An 8-game winning streak heading into the playoffs carries serious weight. Moving to the Big Ten. November 15th, mark your calendars. Oregon versus USC might be the most important game left on the schedule for Big Ten playoff positioning. USC coach Lincoln Riley knows what's at stake here. If the Trojans win out, they're looking at quality wins over Michigan, Iowa, and Oregon. That's a playoff-worthy resume right there. But here's the catch. A 9-3 finish isn't getting either team in. Both Oregon and USC have brutal rivalry games after their matchup. The Trojans face UCLA and Oregon travels to Washington. One upset from the Bruins or Huskies, and we're talking about complete chaos in the Big Ten's 3rd playoff spot scenario. The Big 12 situation is fascinating. Texas Tech jumped 2 spots past Ole Miss and Oregon after demolishing BYU 29-7, but the committee made it crystal clear where they rank this conference, behind the SEC and Big Ten. BYU dropped from 7 all the way to 12, which tells you everything about how the committee views the Big 12 right now. Can the Big 12 get 2 teams in? Absolutely, but it's going to take some work. BYU needs to win out against TCU, Cincinnati, and UCF to reach the championship, then get revenge against Texas Tech. If that happens and the Red Raiders finish 11-2, we could see a repeat of last year's SMU situation where a conference championship loser still makes the playoff. And finally, the Group of 5. South Florida is your current frontrunner at number 24. They're the first Group of 5 team ranked this season, and if they win out, that automatic bid is theirs. The American Conference is basically coming down to USF, with North Texas, JMU, and Tulane still lurking if things get crazy. San Diego State's blowout loss to Hawaii essentially ended their Mountain West Championship hopes, so right now, all eyes are on the Bulls to represent the Group of 5 in the playoff. So there you have it, the CFP landscape with less than a month to go. We've got potential for 5 SEC teams, massive Big Ten implications, Big 12 fighting for respect, and a Group of 5 race that's wide open. The next few weeks are going to be absolute madness, and I am here for it. What do you think? Is the SEC getting too much love from the committee? Can USC actually run the table? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button because these rankings are about to get wild.